You know what, guys? I've been reading this book called Be Fearless. I've really been wanting to change my life up. Just do different stuff. You guys feel me?
No, really.
You guys know what? I'm gonna do it myself. I'm gonna be a changed man. Okay, so for my book, it is called Be Fearless by Gene Case. And what I'm gonna be focusing on is just getting out of my comfort zone, because personally I don't really have many things I fear. So what I'm going to be focusing on is doing stuff I normally don't do, because I personally like to be in a daily routine, like a weekly routine, and doing the same things. So to get out of my comfort zone, I'm going to be doing things I would normally not have done. Alright, so right now I'm leaving my house and I'm gonna be asking this girl to prom. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous. I think she has no idea I'm about to ask her, but I mean, hopefully it goes well. So I'm about to pick up my friend and he's gonna record it happening, so let's see what she says.
You always have cookies. Oh, Jesus. That scared me, honestly. Yes! I love Chick-fil-A. Hi, Justin.
Hey.
Alright, so for the next thing for this project is I got my first job at Kauai. So I'm headed there right now for my first day. I have one of my buddies training me. So I'm not too nervous, but a little nervous. You know, I gotta start paying for some stuff. I'm getting older, about to turn 18, so I feel like this is the right step for me to go in, so wish me luck. So with week one, the quote that motivated me the most was on page 39, the beginning of chapter 4. It says, "The visionaries who create new realities must be able to peek around the corners and see what others can't." When the automobile was introduced, people's minds turned immediately to the downside of this new contraption, to the risk. It's always that way with new things. Think of the fears in the modern era about driverless cars. Many of history's most significant innovations have come from visionaries who had to then wait for the world to catch up. So this motivated me in two major things I did this week. The first one was getting a job at Kauai. And this was very difficult because, especially on their first couple of days at work, you don't know what to do. And it's a little bit scary meeting a lot of new people. So that helped me with that. And the second thing was asking this girl to prom. And I was a little bit nervous before, but after, I was very happy. And I was very confident in myself. Alright, so it's Saturday morning and I'm over at Nick's house and he's been working on doing a paleo diet. I've never really eaten healthy, I've never really liked it, but he's cooking up some food right now I've never tried. He's got some eggs, some diced potatoes, and some turkey bacon. So that's what he normally eats for breakfast and that's what I'm gonna be trying. So I had work today and I didn't have time to make it to the gym, but I'm really keeping myself to it and I'm going to be trying to get this quick little workout in at my house. And I've been trying to go for 3 or 4 times a week and so far I've been able to do it. week 2. I've been keeping up with my job, still talking to that girl I asked to prom, but for this week, I focus on 1, going to the gym, and 2, eating healthy. Now, for the gym, I used to work out for basketball, so I'd be working out with all my friends. So the thing that I was a little scared about was going to the gym and having a bunch of like big old men working out next to me. Like, that's a little intimidating because I'm a little small boy, so that was a little scared. And then 2, I'm not really scared of eating healthy, but I'm definitely not comfortable with it because I've never had a healthy diet in my life and never really liked it, but I wanted to change. I wanted to try it out. So I tried that for the whole week, and I've been working out every day. And the thing that I was thinking about that motivated me to do this was the quote on page 170 that said, "I learned that courage was not absence of fear, but the triumphant over it," by Nelson Mandela. And that's what I was thinking of throughout this week and focusing on. So what I found out from this week was, 1, at the gym, the big intimidating guys aren't like that. They're very nice. Most of them come up and talk to me, give me some tips about working out, and I actually ended up liking working out at gyms than I would at the school. And for the other thing, eating healthy, even though all the food didn't taste as good as junk food, as you could assume, but by the end of the week, I could honestly tell you that I was starting to feel better throughout the day, and my body was looking better, especially with working out too, so I became more confident that way. Alright, so I'm here with a couple of my friends, and they decided they want to go on an early morning run, so I don't really want to, I don't really feel like it, but I feel like for this project and for Miss Parker, I'm going to do it for you. So we just got to our location that we're going to be running at, and to be honest, I'm really not up for it, but I have my friend Gio right here, and he's going to be motivating me throughout it. So me and my friends are going to be running, and then he's going to be driving next to us in the car, motivating us. Alright, so we just finished up. We did a total of 2 miles, and it was definitely as tough as I thought it was going to be. So we're on our way to go get some Hasibos, and hopefully I'll be feeling great after this, because I feel great right now. Today I'm going to start off with a quote. Page 195, chapter 24. "We are what we choose," Jeff Bezos told Princeton University students in 2010 commencement address that was all about the importance of choosing to act. When I read this address, I realize he was talking about letting urgency conquer fear. That quote helped me out with this week because for years now I've been saying I was going to clean later or work out later, and especially with basketball being over with, I haven't been keeping myself up to working out, which I normally have been, and I've never really kept myself accountable for cleaning. So this week I focused on cleaning around the house, helping out my family because I'm always getting crap for not cleaning up my room and not taking accountability for cleaning up the house, the rest of the house for my whole family. And the second thing was working out. I mean, a little bit of lifting, but running, I could definitely tell I was losing a little bit of weight, feeling a little bit better, so that helped me out too. Alright, so me, my boy Lance, and Gio right now. We're on our way to Flagstaff, and what are we gonna be checking out, Lance?
The Apache Death Cave and Two Guns Flagstaff.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty sketchy. I don't really know what to expect, but I'm a little bit scared. I'm not gonna lie. How you feeling, Gio?
Pretty scared, you know, I'm shaking back here.
Alright, I'll let you know when we get there. Alright, so we just arrived. 2 trailers are parked outside. It's currently 2:25. And we're gonna be going exploring. Let's get it, boys. Okay, so for the end of week 4 and my conclusion, I went back to the introduction for some motivation and to inspire me. So on the introduction, page 19, it says, "Let urgency conquer fear. Don't ever overthink and overanalyze. It's natural to want to study a problem from all angles, but getting caught up in questions like, what if we're wrong? What if there's a better way, can leave you paralyzed with fear. Allow the compelling need to act to outweigh all doubts and setbacks." So this one really applies to this week because when we got to the abandoned shafts, there were 2 trailers parked right outside the very beginning, and right when we got there, I started to overthink and honestly want to back out a little bit because 2 trailers with their lights on kind of sketched me out. And so we started walking up, and then the first thing I thought was to like go around, to just like try to avoid them as much as possible. But when I reminded myself of this quote right here, that really motivated me to stop overthinking it and just go right past them, so then we can explore an adventure a little bit. Okay, so for my outcome week, basically there were a lot of things, but the biggest thing for me was that my family started to notice a change. And this was in me cleaning around the house and me getting a job. So they didn't have to ask me to do any work. I was just doing it voluntarily, and they seemed to appreciate that. And then for work, I didn't need to ask for any money. I had enough money to do whatever I wanted. So the next thing was I felt as motivated as ever, and I haven't felt that way in quite a while, to be honest. The hardest thing for me was fitting this into a 15-minute time span, because with as many things I had planned and I was doing, it would have been impossible if it all improved that I did it all, but I tried to fit in as much as possible. In the end, I'm very happy I did this, and I feel like it changed man. I plan to keep doing these things for as long as possible because honestly, I want to keep this going. I got myself a job, a date, a workout schedule, a better diet, and I had some fun while doing it. So that's my 30-day project. I hope you enjoyed. See you later.